There's less than 2 weeks until the opening of Hyperia, and the Plaza and queue line are still yet to be completed, in addition with another area that very much looks like a building site. So that begs the question, will Hyperia be ready for opening? Well, today I'm going to look at all the things that haven't yet been finished and speculate whether they'll be ready for the opening of Hyperia on the 24th of May. In addition, I'll be addressing some of the concerns that people have with the ride, especially with the queue line. Starting with the Plaza, the main job that's being worked on at the moment is the paving, and once this is done, it will transform the Plaza from a construction site to a completed area. After watching Jack Silkstone's latest update, it seems like the base layer of tarmac has been laid, and once that has settled, another layer will create the finished product, which we can already see in some of the areas of the queue line. So I think the Plaza will be pretty much finished for opening, as it's a vital part of the Hyperia area. There might just be a few little details left that can be added on later. Let's now move on to the queue line, and in terms of completion, I think the basic structure of it, like the Plaza, should be completed by the 24th of May, as again, it is a vital part of the ride that needs to function for opening. Now, I've heard quite a few complaints about the queue line being a cattle pen, and although there are sections that certainly won't be the most pleasant to queue in, if you look at the plans, nearly half the queue line isn't like this. In fact, it goes in a straight line. On busier days, the cattle pen will certainly be used, however, once the hype has died down, I don't think it'll be used as often. And this leads me nicely onto the theming. Firstly, the massive ride entrance has been pretty much finished, and now it's in place, it looks amazing. I remember when pictures first got released of it in the factory, people weren't too sure on the look, but the finished product looks brilliant as it's now in gold. We haven't really seen any other theming go into place, but near the first turn of the coaster, there is this strange concrete pillar that still hasn't been covered up. If you saw my thumbnail for my recent video on Hyperia's theming, you might remember that I put a scenery piece from Logger's Leap on top of the concrete pillar as a tease of what could be used as theming. I was totally expecting this piece of concrete to be hidden or used for something technical, but I have a sneaky suspicion that the bird from Logger's Leap may return to pay homage to the log flume, rethemed to also fit in with Hyperia's area, but we'll just have to wait and see with this one, so be sure to subscribe for more speculative videos on Hyperia. The shop has recently had its flooring laid and stylistic details are starting to be added, so fingers crossed it will be completed by opening day so we can get our hands on some Hyperia merch. An area that I know for certain won't be ready for opening is the ride area. Physically, all the work should be done, but it will definitely take some time for all of the landscaping to settle in and make the area look less like a muddy field, though it looks like they planted lots of shrubbery and trees, so I'm sure it won't be long until this changes. And hopefully the lake returns to a more natural colour, as that also looks very muddy. But overall, I think Hyperia will be a bit like Nemesis Reborn or Minifigure Speedway. Merlin knows what they're doing with the ride and area, and all of the vital parts will definitely be finished, with more smaller details coming later. This will especially be the case if Fearless Valley gets a themed flat ride expansion, but that's for another video, so be sure to subscribe. Do you think Hyperia will be ready in time?